have to admit, Utah has some of the dumbest situations when it comes to the buses that it runs. Just stop at like the worst times. Trying to find a way to get home, but everything here is just way too expensive. The buses aren't, but they only run for like the shortest bullcrap amount of time possible. The only people who are able to actually give me rides because medical reason I can't drive. One of them is waiting for their car to get taken care of, which is going to be another hour from now. And the other works for another hour and a half. So either way around, I'm screwed. And it's kind of frustrating, quite frankly. Some people would say, oh, why not take an Uber or a Lyft? I don't have the money for that right now. All of it went to freaking subscriptions that I have to, or like payments of different kinds. I would have the money if it wasn't for those payments. I think the payments are utterly stupid that I had to make them. But right now I have 13 bucks. An Uber home is $25. I'm like, why? Why is it so different from random other locations? Because the problem I have with that, it changes based off of the something. I don't even know what changes it. Whatever changes the pricing on Uber stuff, I don't get. Because 1 minute it's like 15 bucks, next minute it's 30. I'm like, what the hell? Why? Why? Keep it at one price. Hey, Els. How you doing? Exactly $13.79. I am old. Whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, I can see myself looking like that. It's lagging because I'm getting off to check to see if the price on the Uber thing changes every once in a while. One thing I've been talking with my friend Aaron a lot recently, for at least our circumstances, things are just way too expensive to do anything. So the reason I'm down here is I actually came for an interview for another job to see if it would be beneficial. Well, for several reasons, I'm not going to end up taking said job, but this is one of them. Transportation is just, when it comes to that kind of stuff, it is extremely annoying. Interesting thing about this, though, is I've actually never been here before, Spanish Fork, but after this experience, neither do I want to. Yeah, this is a thing. And actually, the reason my hair looks like this is I did that to myself. Was completely by accident, but yeah, that happened. That hurt a lot. I've heard of it, but I've never watched it or anything, or seen anything involved with it. I've heard of it, but that's about it. Ugh. Another example of ridiculously expensive for me right now. Oh my gosh. No, I'm sure that doesn't look any better. Well, since I'm gonna be here a while, might as well just... No, I'm not homeless, just poor. If I was homeless, Oops. I don't know if I'd go that far, Mr. Pilot. Especially since, Obama's black. Yeah, no, I'm just taking a break for a bit. You're right, Mr. Pilot, I do. I'm definitely planning on getting one next weekend or something. This is just... this I'm fine with, but... yeah. I am at Spanish Fork, Utah right now. Hello, Carter Plays. How you doing? To reiterate, I came down here for a job interview, but because of specific circumstances, I'm struggling to get away home. Since my home is quite a ways away from here, and since the buses here stop going at like 2 hours ago, which term? Politics isn't something that I really think on very much just because I don't like the topic. Question for you, Luz. Specific reason why you're retracting every message you send after you send it and I've read it. Yeah, I'm a poor boy. One benefit to this, though, the long hair, is the over-the-eyes thing benefits the character Derek Darkwire I have. I think it works well, at least. And once again, covers up stuff like this. I was stupid enough to ram into a stop sign. Wasn't really paying attention at the time. Okay, hold on one sec. Am I conservative? If anything, I categorize myself as a socialist. But even then, I don't think it's completely accurate. It took only an hour and a half for me to finally get something when it comes to, like, an Uber. It took, for me to be able to afford an Uber right now because of all the bills I've had to recently pay, it took me an hour and a half to be able to get anything. Hello again, Carter Plays. Nope. I reside in Utah, and I did not even vote last time. I did not like the situation at all. Once again, I hate talking about politics because of how directional it is, I guess is one way to phrase it. Kiss who, Henry? I can give looks too, Carter Plays. See? That would be interesting, Henry, if you ran for president. Just trying to keep track of the Uber that I got. Once that shows up, I'll probably end the stream. I thought I was honestly going to be here a lot longer than I actually was, but... Well, apologies if I say the name wrong. I'm going to try. But I appreciate that. Husna. Alright, what do we got? Sorry, Henry, but I'm going to have to decline that one particular message. Just to be safe. I think I've seen enough politic-based bullcrap as it is. Forgive me if I said that name wrong, though. But I appreciate the compliment. That doesn't look awkward at all. Like a hairy unicorn. That's normal, completely. Uh-huh. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, glad to hear it. Let's see if I can put on some, like, a fade. I feel dumb. That's not the right thing. No green screen. Brightness. Lighting on, that doesn't do jack. Retouch off, nope. Wow. What am I reading, Henry? What in heaven's name am I reading? Lesson of the day, apparently. And apparently I'm Omega Alfalfa here. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? Oh, jeez. Stream did not crash. It just lagged. I was trying to check. Trying to keep updated on a couple of things. Hairstyle is completely normal. You is a thing. Ow, ow. Stream bulldog, huh? Yeah, we can go with that term, sure. To each their own, Henry. It's probably going to be one of the shorter. Apparently, from what I'm seeing, I'm going to be heading to the, we got 20 minutes, apparently. Alright. Yeah, I know. I heard it, Luz. Luz? Sorry. Not sure which. Henry has a tendency to say the most random of things, though, so we'll just leave it at that. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna be extremely tired when I get home. 80085. I'm not even sure if you could put numbers to the first and last letter of that one. Henry. The Uber driver I got looks a lot like Mudahar, actually. It is weird. Let's see here. Skippity pop pop pop, yes, yes. Skippity pop, skippity pop pop pop, yes, yes. Hey, Alejandro. I'm doing all right. Kind of stuck at the moment, but I'm doing pretty good. Hope you're doing well. Long time no see. That is correct. I don't try to hide my last name or anything, but yes, that is correct, Henry. Walter White. If I was related to Walter White, I'd be a little bit concerned. And that's probably an understatement. Money. That's why. I'm kind of in a predicament where I should say had at this point $13 to work with, and that's it. Because a bill, I had like this big transfer fine I had to pay that took up my previous paycheck as a whole. With the exception of $30. Part of that went to paying for a subscription that I had to do, and left me with $13 left. And I ended up getting an Uber, which took me an hour and a half to afford. The buses here are another problem as well. They stopped showing up at around like 5 p.m. The interview I had, the work interview I had, which I'm not going to end up accepting, ended at 5:30 p.m. for me. 4:30 Pacific Standard, by the way, is technically what that would be, or 7:30 Eastern. Still, subtract 30 minutes from all those, and that's when the buses here stop. So I was basically stuck here until I could get a ride. You tell me, Henry. I don't see no ball of fire in the sky, but I don't know. Maybe it is, and I'm just stupid enough to see it. Okay, so this stream will probably go for like 18 more minutes. Shorter stream than normal, but at that point, I will no longer really be stranded. That statement was a little bit over the top, over exaggerated. Yeah, this is something I was talking with my girlfriend Angela about. Yeah, it's 18 minutes away. I was talking with my girlfriend Angela about this, and she and I are both financially struggling. We do have jobs. We are able to live. Those two are not the problem. The big overlying issue here is that to afford normal living expenses, every aspect of it, if you're anything below a mediocre rate, not even minimum wage will do it now. You earn minimum wage, you're ending up on the streets. Either that or you have to find a place that's like $300, $400 at most. The place I live is about $750, and I can't afford that. But then it leaves me with very little to actually be able to do anything other than live. I can barely eat. No, I'm just kidding. That's an over-exaggeration. I'm lucky enough to have circumstances and parents who are willing to help with that, so that's not a problem for me, but it doesn't particularly mean I don't have the issues. Which sucks. Luckily, This ride should get me to a point where I'm actually able to actually get home fine. I'm actually doing this stream now. I was originally planning on doing the Persona binge, but by the time I get home, I won't have the time. And tomorrow I won't be able to do it because I work late nights. So that's a thing. I don't know how you're going to do that, Henry. I appreciate that, Alejandro. I have noticed that being me kind of just helps. I mean, I'm an idiot with the gaming stuff, but it's entertainment. I hope it's stupid and I hope it's funny. But when it comes to like these kind of things, vlogs, when I did them, and if I continue doing them in the future and disregard my last vlog that I said, like these live streams where it's not me playing through Final Fantasy, Persona, or Deltarune. Yeah, I like to keep things realistic. But I've also never found any kind of benefit in being pessimistic or negative about these kind of situations. It is what it is. What are you going to do? I actually may end up having to leave this off sooner than I thought. My phone's at 9%. So if the stream randomly stops, that's the case. Yeah. I just wanna run, hiding away. I didn't expect to be there until 7:30. pork options should never be even a thought. I wonder why the hell Caitlin even won. I don't know why. I'm wondering why in the world you work at this Arby's, man. I mean, I get Julie and stuff like that, but come on, right? Okay, back. That was the thing. I've got 5% now, though. Oh, also, hi, Jordan. That was a call from the only way I was ever actually able to get a ride. I guess they were curious about location. I don't know. Well, let's see how much we can talk about before the thing decides to crash again. I guess I'm next door Ross. That's a thing. Huge interruption there. Oh my gosh. I am still very frustrated, though, that I had to get to this point. I have been in the same location for almost 3 hours now. That's not annoying at all. Nope. Not at all. I have mixed feelings about Dodges. %. Cool. This stream will probably get interrupted by that point. And at that point, I guess it does kind of have to end. Also, yeah, disregard this. This is symbol of Dave being stupid. Let's see. It is interesting to end up in this situation, though, because it kind of gives me an idea of how other people have to live their lives, and those people are legitimately homeless. So I know earlier in the stream, I believe it was, who was it who said something? I guess the comment was removed, but I can't remember who said it, but someone was asking if I was homeless. I'm like, no. No. I'm the Dark Souls guy. I died and I respawned in grass. That's what happened. Sure. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. unironically, with the comment that Jordan, you had said, I ended up getting an Uber, but good grief. It was annoyingly long of a wait. And I'm still waiting. Have been since, I would say, 2 hours and 45-ish minutes ago. What the heck? I said it earlier in the stream, I'll say it again. Why is everything so dang expensive? Well, I didn't say that, but I implied it. Okay, we got 3% left on the phone. Cool. Let's see how long. Let's see when the interruption happens. I probably should actually end this, quite frankly. So 24, that's much longer than I was expecting minute stream. I at least need some juice on my phone. But, we'll see what happens. Not really. I have in my pocket that. Oh, it's a paper ad for a pillow. I forgot I had that in there. Wait, what the? Oh, and a couple of cards of mine. Not going to showcase those. Yeah, I used to have one, but I didn't expect myself to be stuck here for more than an hour. Not even. I expected to be here for maybe 30 minutes, because generally interviews last that long. This one lasted an hour and a half because the person can't speak English very well. They can speak it, but not fluently. So yeah, that was a thing. We got 2% now. I'm literally dragging this out until it gets interrupted. At which point, I guess it would have to be kind of an end. But that would be 2 interruptions in one stream. Yeek. All because I couldn't have a simple 30-minute, yeah. No, it's really frustrating, especially since the last, and I said this early in the stream, the last paycheck I got, most of it had to go to like a fine in regards to transferring from one apartment to the other. What's frustrating about that was that the fine was for a transfer from the end of a contract to the start of a contract. I'm like, why? So you're gonna fine me for, like, the owners of the apartment, are they gonna fine me for moving from one type of apartment, like complex, to another one? Are they gonna give me like a $600 fine for that? Doesn't make sense to me. Hispanic people who are trying to learn English. That's really all I gotta say. So it was for let's see if I can showcase this before the thing dies and I have to go. There's a restaurant called Aubergine, which is around the corner over there. Here in Utah, most of the aubergines are just Latino and Latina. It's healthy food, but it's American food, so I think, why is it just that? Why is it? I don't know. Anyway, okay, I'm at 1%. I probably really should go. If I can, I'll pick up the stream later, but if not, then short stream, I guess. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and thanks for all the statements, support, happiness, positivity, all that fun stuff. Shout out to each and every one of you. I'm not even going to do the top 3 this time. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later when I'm actually at home and probably in a few days. Bye, all.